Welcome back with another video. Today is the day we are going to test drive PulseX interface. We're gonna trade, we're gonna farm, stake, and also I'm going to show you some really cool stuff that I found out in these 24 hours test drive that I did on the PulseX interface. So without further ado, let's go, baby. Let's go. Now, first thing first, what you need to do, if you have some tPulse, it's good to go. All what you need to do is just to connect. If you don't have some tPulse, I got you covered. All the links down in the description below. And I'm gonna put them in their orders. So first thing, you need to go and get some tPulse in order to start using their interface, and then you come back here, connect your Metamask account. Now you can play around with it. Even if it's not the account that you sacrificed from, now you're gonna see your tPulse showing up right here. Now we are in the game, baby. Let's roll. First thing first, let's test the swap. 100 pulse for PulseX. And keep in mind, the numbers here, they don't matter, really. So if you see the numbers right now, oh my God, for every 100 pulse, I got 139 PulseX, doesn't matter, right? These numbers are just for testing purposes only, right? So they're not real, really. What you're looking at is a testing environment. Usually what we do as a developers, as a programmers, what we do is we set these environments before we launch them to the public. We set them, test them, play with some numbers, right, in order to catch errors and also see if there is anything that is not performing as it's supposed to be. But in this case, Richard Hart and his team decided we're going to make that testing environment so massive we can get everyone to participate in order to stretch these protocols to their limits. And I have to say, I applaud them for doing so, simply because now you are testing these products to their absolute maximum, right? And this is exactly what we want. We want a product that can sustain heavy traffic. So let's swap Pulse for PulseX. Do that. Boom. Confirm swapped. You confirm it. Fraction. See that? Transactions, gas fees, fraction. Just a fraction. Not even. Now, here's what you do. Add PulseX to your Metamask. I already added it, right? So it went through right there. Transaction, receipt, boom, right there. Okay? Now, let's add some liquidity. And I did add some liquidity. I added a stablecoin, which is DAI and Pulse, right? And right now I got about 0.28% of the share of the pool. So when you add liquidity, all what you need to do, you come here, you do add liquidity, becoming the liquidity provider, right? And you're gonna earn some of these transactions, right, on the network, on the AMM, in forms of rewards. So let's add liquidity. Let's add Pulse and PulseX, right? So we're adding 1,000 PulseX, 713 Pulse, give or take. It gives us the prices and the pool share, right, in terms of PulseX and Pulse. And all what you need to do is just hit supply. That's it. You confirm supply, and you will receive something called the LP token, right? Confirm supply, boom. Add the PLP token. Now, I already added some of the other PLP tokens, which I'm going to show you here, but just for the sake of this video, it's already been added. And if I go to my Metamask, here I will see these PLP tokens. And I have this one as well. This is for the previous DAI that I told you about. So if we go back here, this is the PLP token for this liquidity pool that I created here, right? Enough with the adding liquidity. You all know how to add liquidity. If you're not, this is how to add it. Now let's go to the fun stuff. Staking. All right, so we go to earn. When you hit earn, you will have farms and pools. Now the APR is up finally. Finally is up. By the way, if you haven't really seen my tweets previously, yesterday I did tweet that PulseX running smooth preparing my video, which here we are, right? On it, a couple of things I like to see in future testnet update: higher APR and more staking pools, right? And it didn't even take a couple of days or weeks to update that. Thank you, Richard. Appreciate it. For all of you guys sitting behind the scenes doing the testnet and making sure that PulseX is running smooth. I farmed small amount just for testing purposes, which is Pulse USDC. And here you can tell that we have some small increments amount that we can harvest. And here's what we do. We go there and we harvest. Bada bada boom. So right here, you see they did update it. They did push it significantly, especially in terms of Pulse and USDC. So let's go ahead, set up this farm and this farm at the same time. And all of what we need the two pairs, right? So we do have some Pulse. We need some USDC. So we go back here and we need to get some USDC. Let's do 1,000, and this is how much we're going to get, right? Now, keep in mind, if you have more Pulse access, you can actually increase that. But this is just for educational purposes only. I hope you understand this, right? So we swap it. USDC up and running. Add USDC in your Metamask. I already have it. Now, let's go back and see. It's going to be like very small incremental amount in terms of USDC. There you go. So we have it. Now, here's what we do. We go back. We go where? We go back to farms. Now we need to stake the LP token, right? And now here is how much I have in terms of the LP token. Now I need to add actually more LP tokens, all right? And here's what we can do. We can get USDC Pulse LP. We need to get these LP first set up. You hit on here, you come here, you see this? Get USDC Pulse LP, you hit on it. Now it will take you to this page. And in this page, you need to add, pretty much adding liquidity. And let's do this. Let's do 900. How about that? Let's do 900 Pulse, and this is how much of USDC. And we hit supply, confirm. Add PLP to Metamask. I believe it's already been supplied. Let's go and check. And sure enough, there you go. We go back to farms. Now we have that LP token up and running. The APR at 2,000. Beautiful, beautiful. You do the max. Simple as that. You pay the transaction fees. Bada 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 boom. Finished. You need to transaction submit it. Staked already. And now I'm earning a 2009% APR. Let's give it some maturity. At this 2000 APR is going to compound pretty fast, right? Now, let's do the PulseX Pulse. We have about 844. Why? Because we already added liquidity. Remember, if you add liquidity, you can actually stake your LP right away. It will pop up. So first thing first, if you want to farm, make sure to add liquidity first. This is something like, you need to understand. So you add liquidity first, you come back here, or if you don't add liquidity there, you can do it from here, just like what we did right here with the USDC. Okay? Now, we're getting some of the words over there, but now we take that and farm it. Farming. Confirm. Transaction fees. Take a look at the transaction fees. It's so beautiful. So beautiful. All right, transaction submitted. We wait. Fantastic. It's already been staked. I'm already earning that APR. And bada bada boom. So as easy as that. So that's with the farms, right? Let's move to my favorite part, which is staking pools, baby. Here's what I did. See that number? See that numbers right there in front of you? Yesterday, I staked very small amount PulseX. And here is the APR. Now, we don't have an APR right here, but we have that PRT token. Man, oh man, this token is something out of this world. This token has some really oomph behind it. Let me show you how. Let's do some harvesting. Let's harvest that part together. You and I, let's harvest it. So right now I'm harvesting 0.232, right? Part. Now watch what's gonna happen. So I'm confirming the harvesting. Let's harvest that part token, and it's being transaction submitted. Now harvest. You can see right here I have 0.00003, right? Let's go and take a look at that part. You see that? Right here, 0.232, the same amount that we harvest. Now what to do? We go to exchange. Want to exchange them? You want to exchange them with what? With either Pulse or PulseX. And you don't see part here. Wait a second, TCP, where is that part? Here's what you do. So you go back to your Metamask. You hit on that part. You see these three dots right here? You hit on them. You see this view assets in Explorer? Hit on it. I want you to grab this address right here after the token slash. I want you to grab this address, copy it, and you come back here, you paste it here, my friend, and it's gonna say part, right? You just do import, boom, import, voila. You have it in front of you. Now what? TCP, tell us, now what? I got you covered. Here's what you do. You see this amount? Already populated, 232. You gotta hit on this number, which is the max in this case. You hit that max. If you want to swap it for more PulseX, see how many PulseX you're gonna get. 42,258. Fantastic. Keep in mind, these are like just a test numbers. This harvesting power, this is gonna be something super amazing. 2,000 right now. PulseX is going up. I don't know why though. Let's hit PulseX. Boom, just like that, we got more Pulse access added to our wallet. Now we get that Pulse access. What do you do, TCP? Exactly what I've been preaching on this channel. You take this PulseX. Here's what you need to do. It's no brainer. You hit on here. You add your PulseX. Come on. Let's do aggressive. Let's do advanced. Let's up it here. Let's do 4. Save. And confirm. Let's take, baby. Let's take. Let's take it. Our PulseX that we got into this staking, and there you go. If you have a problem with Metamask not approving your transactions, just raise the limit, man. Raise the bar, man, and rise with it. So there you go. Now we have around 20 million, and you can see that part earning is going supercharged. Watch it, right? So that's pretty much about it. What I like to see more pools here just to play around with on the testnet. If you're not a subscriber to the channel, you've been missing a lot. This is your time. This is your moment. Go ahead, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you'll be notified every single time I release a new video. You can also follow me on Twitter at TCP Crypto, where I drop jokes, news, charts, urgent calls, especially updates on PulseX and PulseChain every single day. Now, I made a video on actually how you can add the PulseX Smart contract in your Metamask and add that PulseChain V2B testnet. If you missed that, you can see it somewhere around up there. It's gonna be somewhere in the video. Now go practice the PulseX. What are you waiting for?